Good afternoon, children. Welcome to 6th Standard Science online class. Today we are going to discuss the 4th unit in chemistry. Today we are going to discuss the 4th lesson in chemistry, matter. What is matter? You might have studied in your lower classes, isn't it? So look at the picture. In this picture we have a ball, jam bottle, ink, tape, scissors, pens, pencils, balloons, etc. Am I right, children? So all these things are matter. So what is a matter? A matter can be defined as anything that has mass and occupies space. Any object that has mass and occupies the space is called to be a matter. Do you understand? Do you remember this definition you have already studied, no, children? Yes. And also we know that matter exists in three states. What are the three states of matter? Solid, liquid and gases, right? Solid, liquid and gases are the three states of matter, and this the matter exists in all these three states. It is not that only solid objects are matter. It is not that only liquid objects are matter. It is not that only gases or object are matter. Everything is a matter. Okay, children. So this solids matter can exist in three states, that is solids, liquids and gases. Is it clear? Yes. So what causes a difference in the state? So how can we say that all are matter but they exist in different states, solid state, liquid state and gaseous states, we are saying, no? How it is possible? This is because of cohesion and intermolecular space. Because of cohesion and intermolecular space. Let us discuss what is cohesion and what is intermolecular space. So everything is made up of molecule. In the world, everything is made up of molecule. Okay, children, everything is made up of molecules, and these molecules are very small. You cannot see them under ordinary microscope only. So the molecules attract each other. Look at this. For example, if you are dealing with some objects, no, so maybe your book. Your book is made up of like this, and and it is made up of atoms like this. Everywhere atoms are present, no. So I mean the molecules are present. Atoms or molecules, both are one equal, same only. So it is made up of many molecules. These molecules, the force between these molecules, no, the attraction force between the molecules is called to be intermolecular force or cohesion. Do you understand, children? What are intermolecular space? Intermolecular force means the force of attraction between the molecules is called to be intermolecular force or cohesion. Is it clear? And what about intermolecular space? The gap between the two successive molecules, the gap between the two successive molecules. Okay, see this one, the gap between the space between the two molecules is called to be intermolecular space. Do you understand the difference between force and space? So the space between the two molecules is called to be intermolecular space, and the force of attraction between the molecules is called to be intermolecular force or cohesion force. Do you understand? This intermolecular force and the cohesion and the intermolecular space decide whether the object is a solid or a liquid or gaseous. Is it clear, children? Okay. Now the general properties of solids. So in solids the intermolecular force is extremely strong. So the molecules are very closely packed. Since the molecules are have more force between them, the molecules are kept very much closer to each other. Okay, they can't move away from one another and can only vibrate about a fixed position. So they can't move here and there, but they can vibrate. You know the difference between moving and vibrating, right? Yes. So it can only vibrate. So so that these solids have a strong space. Strong shape. Okay. So because of this, the solids has a fixed shape and a fixed volume. Fixed shape and a fixed volume. Okay, because of this higher intermolecular force and lesser intermolecular space, cohesion is more. intermolecular space is less. Because of that, the solids have a fixed shape and also fixed volume. Do you understand? And also due to strong cohesion, we require a stronger force to cut a solid. Okay, we require a stronger force to cut a solid. For example, you will require a knife to cut it, or a hammer or to break it. But pouring out so you need to, when you want to break a solid, you have to use some sharp objects, right? Either knife or hammer, something. But when you can but pouring out a liquid into a various container is much easier. So you can easily divide the liquid, but dividing the solid is not so as easy as liquids. So look at this picture. These are the molecular arrangement in the case of solids. Look at the picture. The solids are closely packed. This is the case of liquids, and this is the case of gases. Okay, and solids cannot be compressed. You can't compress a solid. You can't compress a solid. That means their volumes cannot reduced by applying pressure on them. You can't the volume of the solid cannot be reduced by applying you can't reduce the volume of a brick by just simply pressing them. Can you? No, that's not possible. No. Yes. So the intermolecular space in solids is negligible, so the molecules cannot push closer. However, a porous solid like loaf of bread has air space which make it easily compressible. Okay, children. Then solids do not flow. Solids do not flow. We know this, isn't it? The solids do not flow. This is because the molecules are so tightly held that they can't slip over one another. And also solids expand. A solid expands and contracts very little on being heated or cooled. So the contraction or expansion is very less in the case of solids. Okay, to prove this, we are going to have an experiment. A ball and a ring has to be selected, and the ball should go easily with the inside the ring. Like that, you have to select the things, and after that what you do, you heat the ball. Okay, so when after heating, just try to insert the ball inside the ring. Okay, just insert the ball inside the ring. Keep in mind, both ball and ring should be made up of iron. The ball, this time the ball will not go inside the ring. Why? Because the molecules get expanded. Okay, children, the molecules get expanded. That is, the solid molecules get slightly expanded on heating, and so it will not go through the ring. But when you allow it to cool down, it once again attains its original shape, and by that time it will go through the ring. Is it clear, children? So solids will expand to a certain amount, and not only expansion, contraction is also in the same method. Okay, so the same case, when you heat a pan or a nail, it expands so little that you do not notice it. But when a liquid such as mercury in the thermometer gets heated, it expands quite a bit. On being cooled, the molecules of solid become energetic and vibrate less about their position than usual. So the solid contracts. However, since molecules cannot entirely leave their position to come even closer together, the contraction is little. So expansion, both expansion and contraction are little. Why? Because of the close arrangement of the molecules. Because of the close arrangement of the molecules, even if they are heated, they will expand, but only to a certain amount. Because the molecules are closely packed, it cannot expand more than that. Okay. Similarly, while contracting also, since they are closely packed, they can contract only to a certain level. About that, it can't contract. Is it clear, children? That is why solids cannot be can expand only to a certain level, as well as contract to certain level. Do you understood? So these are the general properties of solids. Hope you have understood, children. Now the general properties of liquids. We know that liquids have no fixed shape. It takes the shape of the container it is in, isn't it? So you can pour equal quantities of water into containers of different shapes. In each case, water will take the shape of the container and the volume remains the same. Okay, the shape of the liquid changes as the molecules changes as the liquid changes as the molecules slip over one another and settle down to assume the shape of the containers into which the liquid is poured. Since the molecular arrangement is somewhat spacious than the solids, the space is more, somewhat spacious than the solids, no? So the molecules slip one over the another and they takes the shape of the container. Is it clear, children? And liquids can be compressed only to a small extent. Okay, you can't compress the liquid very highly, only to a very small extent you can compress the liquids. The intermolecular space in liquids is not very large, so the molecules can be pushed closer only to a limited extent and liquids can flow. We know that since the molecules can slip one over another, the liquids can flow and liquids expand or contracts more than solids. So when you compare with the solids, the expansion and contraction is somewhat greater because the intermolecular space is more. So because of the more spacious concept, the liquid will expand more than the solid and also contract more than the solid. For example, mercury, you might have seen this thermometers, no? In thermometers, mercury is a liquid, so when it is heated it expands. You can see that, you can absorb them very easily. But when you, in the case of pan, when the pans are heated while cooking, you can't see the expansion. Okay, that is why it is the expansion in the case of liquid is more than the solid. Is it clear? Hope you are understood the concept well. This can be proved by a simple experiment. Take a bottle. The bottle should be a narrow mouthed bottle and a color water should be filled with it. And you have to keep a transparent straw in the bottle with the help, and also it has to be sealed. It has to be sealed. Okay. Then now place the bottle in a bowl of hot water. This bowl should contain hot water. The water in the bottle will expand and rise in the straw. Okay, the water which is present inside the bottle will rise and enter into the straw. When you take the bottle out of the hot water, the water inside it will cool. Okay, so after removing from the bowl of hot water, the water present in the bottle will be cooled and it will contract, and the level of the water in the straw will fall. Okay, you can see in these pictures, you can observe in these pictures. Yes, while heating, the liquid get expanded and enter into the straw. When it is cooled, it contracts and it enter again into the bottle. Do you understand, children? So liquids can expand or contract more than solids. Do you understand? Yes, the next one is liquids do not mix with each other. All liquids, okay, all liquids do not mix with each other. See, for example, milk and water, they both are mixed with each other very easily. But oil, what is in the case of oil? Oil and water will not mix easily with each other. Okay, so they are called to be immiscible liquids. They are called to be immiscible liquids, and those who are mixed with each other easily, milk and water and all, called as miscible liquids, and which are not mixed with each other are called immiscible liquids. Do you understood this concept, children? Hope you have understood thoroughly. So complete the assignment and report in the group, children, and also learn your question answers then and there, so that it will be helpful for your upcoming exams. Thank you, children. Meet you in the next class.